welcome to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corrin.
I'm Colleen.
And this is Paris. Why do we show
You did
Paris?
that last week.
I know. We show Paris and not Twilight because Paris is who's here. Colleen was actually setting up the camera and we heard that coming down the stairs. Opened the door, and what did she do?
She boom went to the chair.
Went to Colleen's chair. So that's why I always start off holding her, is because I have to get her out of Colleen's chair so Colleen can come sit with me. But anyway, we have a couple exciting things. So you want to tell anything about your week first?
Are we actually trying those?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Not really. I mean, just work and like the interesting people. But I don't think that's like I need to share that.
We spent all day yesterday. John and I spent. Yesterday morning, I finished cutting and serging, just a few, because I spent all day Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, in the early afternoon, I cut and serged. I taught until 8:30 p.m. And then I cut and serged till after midnight. I got up yesterday. There were a few more because I happened to forget about Colleen and me. I didn't have us on the list. So I cut and serged ours and one extra order that came in.
Oh, so
Hannah's winner. Yeah.
Oh.
And so we did the winner and for Hannah, and thankfully my 6 o'clock canceled last night. So at 5:30 I sent John, during my last lesson, I sent him to Chick-fil-A with a mobile order so that they could go ahead and eat, but he didn't get back until 6. But anyway, we quick ate and started dyeing right away. You got home after 9.
Oh yeah.
We were still on the color. This color is so rich that it took him forever to rinse the color out. Once we finished the color and we went to the neutral and then started dyeing everything else, it was like bam, bam, bam.
You can't pee.
We just flew through everything. So
Right.
Colleen got to help with all the extra colors.
And the neutral.
And the neutral. But the extra colors you hand dry.
Right.
She uses a towel and hand dries. We use the washer for the big batches to do the last cycle of rinsing, and it dampens, I don't know, it dries it enough that it's damp and I can damp iron and hang it.
You stink.
I stink?
You were outside.
Oh, I smell like outside. I just took a shower.
Maybe she does.
Hence the wet hair. But I think she smells a little. And then we were still up till like 1 in the morning. Yeah. I was up like till 3 because I just couldn't after all of that. And you had to be up at 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to be at work at 8, right?
And same for tomorrow.
Same for tomorrow. But what did I do? Oh, I'll tell you a little bit later. If I remember, I'll tell you what I did. I spent a little time doing last night. And then I got up. I don't know when I got up, but by 11 o'clock, I was packaging. I was ironing and packaging, and I did not get done until 8 o'clock this evening. Oh my goodness. And my girls helped. Oh my goodness, they helped immensely. And John ironed the last couple for me, so that was helpful. I actually showed him how to fold, so if he's home next time, he'll be helping a lot more with the ironing and labeling, so that was cool. And Colleen picked up pizza. I did. First time. So again, it was a mobile order, so she just had to grab it and go. So that was nice.
First, the way you're standing at the I don't want to call it the register, but that's what it is. I was like, is he gonna ask me to pay for it or something? But like he hadn't pulled it up yet or something. And then he walked off, and then like he brought it back, and I was like, okay. Yeah. So that was good. And then yeah, so we got our pizza, and yeah, tired. I took a shower because I wanted to show you my very ruined, christened GraceNotesFabrics shirt, but I just needed a shower. All right, so somebody has an FFO. Oh, and there's a hoop mark, but I like it. I'm satisfied.
Did you pick up your 5x7?
No.
You need to do that because they're on sale this week.
Okay, I'll shop tomorrow.
She gets off at 5 tomorrow. She has
Whoa.
time to shop.
Saturday.
No, we don't want to go in on your day off.
I do.
Why?
I want to shop. Anyway, here we go. Brown frame, pink fabric, yum yum.
Isn't that like a cherry brown though? I don't know. I don't remember.
To me, it's nice
Dark rich brown.
brown.
Yeah.
So, FFO. And this one can't prop because right now I have the one on the desk and it's propped, but it's blue fabric and it's a silver frame. So this one, they're gonna have to go somewhere together.
Oh, Dad said, if he's home tomorrow evening, he'll help you. You guys can decide where everything's gonna hang. So that's a project for the two of you, and I'm staying out of it. So I don't have any FFOs, but I have an FO. I have 2 finishes. Here's the one. I don't know where my other one is. Whoa! This was my daily 30. So, after how long?
I have no idea. Mania? 2 years? 1 year.
I think it was before Mania. All you need is faith, trust, a little bit of pixie dust. So it's a year and a half old at least, and I used a lot of silks. This is Jovelin.
Same Jovelin I used for my
and KLT charting. Let me see if my other FO is here. Finished. Oh, here he is. That's after the ball. It's
before the ball.
Before the ball. It's a Lindy Stitches Mini. And I have the pattern for this. It's a postcard pattern. And I am going to do it. Are you going to stitch this?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It's a giveaway. It's a pass the stash. So whoever is interested in it, comment below about mouse or mice, either form of the word, I'll get it. You know, anything you want to tell me about mice or mouse.
Mm-hmm. I'm sibling, but
yeah, you have. She's not going to stay because she's got to get to bed, but she's got a little bit of hole.
Yeah, because I didn't stitch. But somebody told me that like I come home and I'm like, nobody said anything. It's over at my stitchy spot, and I'm like, oh, it's the last one. But I did ask if it could be renewed. Subscription box. So I just went through. I want to show this off. I'll just. Okay.
This is
Or
pretty.
should I just put it on?
I think
put it
better
out
on you.
and I love it.
I might ask to borrow that.
My sister, she's a little jealous. Like she's just like,
Leanne.
yeah, like black, white,
That's
silver. Like if you can see this, oh my goodness, I am in love.
Yeah.
It's
That is very nice.
gorgeous. So. If this was my last box, that's just something very worth it.
Was that?
This is something I made the chain
Okay.
thing. I mean, let me stop. That's every time people are like, oh, because she liked my earrings, not these ones. They're starfish. And I'm like, every time I'm just like, it's stuff from here, okay? I get everything from here. They don't realize it.
She's just
earrings.
smart and waits till they're on sale.
Mm-hmm. These, they're just plain brown, which they match my shirt. Like, if anything, these most simplistic ones I think I've gotten. I like them.
From your box?
From my box. My
Today?
earrings. Yeah.
Wow.
So I got some nice earrings. And yeah, I just love the surprise subscription box. Like, you have a faint idea of what the stuff might be. Jewelry, little trinkets and whatnot. This, I like. Just a leather keychain.
Yeah.
And it has stamped on there, Sing to the Lord. So.
Aww.
And it's pinky purple. Like, I like it.
It's orchid on this.
I was
More purple than orchid.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, what color is the paper to be? And I said, don't be pink or yellow. And it's pale pink. But anyway, so, I mean, I'm taking that off and keeping it, but I'm not going to leave this thing on
No, it'll get
wherever I put on it. But still, like, I like, it's a keychain
Floss drops.
and something, I don't know. Just something that it's going to be like, I need a zipper pull thing for. So, I'm sorry for this.
Somebody might be making your project bags. You could throw it on.
Oh. Okay, so yeah. There we go. But, so this thing literally was like bent.
Oh.
Like that. So when I was like, oh, they said I got a cuff. And then so it was like all the way up here. And then I just shrunk it down. This I didn't realize my wrist is kind of small.
Good.
Everyone calls me tiny, and I'm like, why?
Because you're small. Is that everything?
It's the items.
Okay. So there's other haul, but I can't show you
Okay, come on.
because it's our fabric of the month.
Yeah,
Keep
hold
it
that
low.
down. You did
Keep
that.
that low. So
This one's nice.
we got our fabric
Because
of
it
the
reminds me
month.
of that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we received our fabric of the month from GNF.
And everybody else should be getting shipping notices. I hope that's not seen at all. But yeah, so everybody's getting shipping notices. If not, there was one person, she messaged me. I did ship it because I packaged, it's from Canada. So those don't get normal labels. I have to actually print them on my regular printer and cut them and tape them to the package. So I knew I packaged hers up.
Mhm.
So I said, let me verify your email. And I had that right. I went back. She was in, I don't know if she was new or not, but whenever I entered her as a customer into the shipping, I never put her email.
This one's soft.
So she didn't get a shipping notice, and that was totally my fault. She will next time because I put it in there. But so I apologize. I do make mistakes. But other than that, it would be in junk mail sometimes. And one other haul. Oh, I think I already. Oh, yes. I don't have the paper.
What was that? It's white and blue.
So I didn't get my bead package or my special
The
gift.
little edition thing.
So, but they did give me a card, like a postcard, that says that it's coming in January. I guess they ran out of them.
Oh.
So we'll get 2 in January. So I'm really excited about that. So
That one's kind of cute.
mm-hmm. I'll show you what I like in there when somebody else is done looking. So I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit more about the fabrics, just because then we're done, and that was, she's part of the
We
video.
have a snow globe of a teeny tiny tree Rex. It looks like
See if you can find the cover photo. You can show that.
like all these little dinosaurs. We have the whole Who Loves Christmas and their dinosaur kid themey stuff. But seriously, it's tree Rex.
So I invoiced a few extra people today who had just ordered. Anybody who orders after, so we order our fabric, we dye our fabric, but between the time we order it and it gets shipped to us, sometimes we get more orders. So I don't invoice for them until I know I have another shipment of fabric on the way. So I invoice, oh, that is pretty. So I did invoice, that's coming in January, I think. So I invoiced some more people today. Your fabric's on its way here. And then I'll be dyeing. So kind of has to follow a little progression here. Because I order fabric based on what you guys want. I don't just order a bunch of fabric.
Right.
So I think that's all of my fabric business.
Okay.
Any plans for this week for you?
But I like that one.
I knew you would like that. Let me find 62.
Like that. What animals and winter
I looked right at your sisters and said, I think Colleen will stitch that.
put, and it's the light fabric.
It's called Pole to
Okay,
Pole.
it
It's from Arctic to the Antarctic. It's a Christmas wreath.
And reef. Like, I never do reefs. But
Like, I wouldn't frame it in a hoop. I would frame it
No.
circle,
right,
but circular.
But
My words here.
put sweaters and scarves on
That
it.
is
I kind of like
adorable.
it.
That is so adorable. But that caught
And
me.
presents.
Uh-huh. And I looked right at your sisters and said, I can see Colleen stitching that. Of course, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Part 2.
So like that.
I still haven't decided if I'm giving up the other one.
I want to know what it looks like.
I can tell you. I love that.
No, what the other one looks like. Because it's like,
It's very similar.
yeah.
It's digital. I'll have to show you on my Kindle tomorrow. That's the whole picture of this one. Yeah. So I haven't decided. I have more of it stitched than I thought I did. I had some of the border done.
Mm.
And it's really pretty. But other than navy blue, I don't know what to stitch these on. Because what I find is that if you go too pale, I don't want to say that it gets washed out, but it's not as vibrant.
Right, because these are just, it's like,
But I can't do these
how do you
dark
describe
colors.
what it looks like? It's on, like, night. It looks like night. Like,
I could do it on a purple like that, couldn't I?
oh, that's what your fabric was of the other one.
I bet it is.
That's what I thought. But yeah, it just makes it, it gives it a night feeling of like her, there's a clock and she's running away.
Oh, yeah.
It just gives it like a dark theme.
I'm going to try something on
dark.
black maybe with my magnifier.
Mm.
But it's a simple pattern. Like I would never do, oh, that teddy bear is cute. I would never do something complicated and big on a very dark one.
Right. Because you'd be like,
And I'm really I'm done with the opalescent.
yeah.
Me and opalescent just don't get together, don't get along. All right, I guess we'll say goodbye, and you're stuck with me for the rest of the evening.
I'm stuck with her. And
And apparently Paris, who's asleep on my lap.
I like your ears. You can't see it, but
She left me last time, so please stay with me, Paris.
yeah, stay please.
So we have whips to come, and a few more little
I
things.
kind of want to steal these away, but I think they'll be visible.
Yes, please leave them there.
All right.
Happy stitching! No, I have some stuff to do, so I'm not going to say
I
goodbye.
am saying goodbye. Nice visiting with you.
So again, I am not going to sit in the center because I have a dog. So I guess I'll go like this. She's taking my co-pilot seat. So yes, it has been a wild day, wild week. My hair's still drying. I apologize. So it's a little annoying to me. But I got a little bit of stitching done. When I say I didn't get a lot done, I seriously did not get a lot done. So I was supposed to use this for next year. Like I had this, but let's face it, if you have something this tiny and you finish it and you can replace it with something else of similar size, there is nothing. So it didn't really matter. And when I finished this pixie dust piece, I was like, what am I going to use for my daily 30? And usually I try to use something that is closest to a finish. So I was like, let me just finish this. So it took me one day. I finished it. And then 1.5 hour actually, and it was finished. And then I was like, ugh, what am I going to use now? Wait till you see. Because I decided I should do a stitch along piece. But when I get going on those stitch along pieces, I just want to get them done. Well, how about we do something that I kind of have to force myself to work on? So there we go. My sister actually texted me a picture of hers today, and hers is looking so lovely. She's doing a very nice job with it. This is just not at the forefront of what I want to do. So that is the Lucky Nutcracker by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And then I was doing my Whip Go for November. So Colorful Cats Mozart. This is Kitty and Me by Pamela Kellogg. When I saw this, I love the muted colors and of course the treble clef. So I just had to do this. There are a lot of these on my Etsy wish list. I can tell you that. Like a lot. And after stitching this, they might be coming off my wish list if they go on sale anytime soon. Just trying to think of where this thread's supposed to be. I'm in the wrong. I was trying to figure out my up and my down. Yeah. And if they don't go on sale, they're going to be on my Christmas list because I like them and I enjoyed stitching this. And I had to do 500 stitches. I don't know if you can see it all the way because this is gray, but I really, really enjoy this. Yeah. It's fun. It's pretty quick to work with. I love the colors. I don't remember what I'm stitching this with. And I looked in my planner and I never wrote it down. So I really apologize about that. And then on Saturday night through Zoom, I started on room 2. So there is a bonus room here. I'm still not doing it because bonus to me goes at the end. And that's because I still have all the work here to do. Once I fill this in, who knows what I'll do. And here. So, yeah, I'll finish this on Zoom this week because that's not a lot left. And then once I fill this in, I'll go back to the, I don't want to say boring, but, you know, the plainer colors. I'll go back and doing that because I like working on something like this on Zoom. It's not a lot of overthinking. And then my last thing that I worked on, oh wait, I got 2 more things. I got 300 stitches, 310 into, let me see if I have a cover photo. I had it here. I thought I did. Give me a second. Sometimes, you know, I'm sitting here going, why did I have that bag out? I had that bag out for you. This is my Snow Queen. And I was going to tell you it was a different project. I was going to tell you it was my enchanted unicorn. Because, you know, it is a unicorn. Hi. Are you going to sit with me again? Are you smelling where you were sitting? I don't know. So, I don't know that you can see, you know, a difference. I don't know that I can see a difference, to be honest. I filled in a lot in here. So 300 more stitches. That got me a total of 1,000 stitches for the year. So that I made my whip go gold. So I, believe it or not, am done with all of my whip go golds for November. December, I don't have that much left either. Pretty excited about that. I am not going to do them early. Well, depends. Because I'm still doing the whip parade. So I need to touch all of my whips. Now, my goal in my whip parade is only 100 stitches, but obviously I'm doing more than that. This is, I don't know that I have a printed picture. I've shown her on the several times, but I apologize for all the noise here. Nope. This is Pearl. It is a Heaven and Earth design. And I got 300 stitches into this also. 300? Yes. This was what I did as my kind of stitch with me, but this is what I kitted up using my How to Start a Hate. So this is my project. And I did get my whatever holder. So I'll be setting that up. Hopefully tomorrow I'll do a real stitch with me with this piece. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know how many more I will do, but at least gooseneck holder. But at least I will get a little bit more going so that people can see where I travel next. I've gotten some really good comments. I greatly appreciate all of them. A lot of encouragement. You all are amazing. Because like I said, this is so hard without Colleen. And you all are fantastic. Well, without you, we wouldn't have a channel at all. But I greatly appreciate you and your words of encouragement. It's been great. And it's been neat to see how through the kitting up process and the stitching, just how different we do things. And how sometimes it gives insight for other people like, oh, I never thought to do something like that. Or, you know, have you ever thought of doing this? And so that's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. So that's part of my plans. So, sorry, I don't like when my things are poking the back of my project. So I was fidgeting. So last night after everybody went to bed, I mean, I don't know about you, but I just cannot do something that's so physical and strenuous and go straight to bed. Like John, oh my gosh, he's like dead to the world. Colleen is dead. Like, she's like a rock. I vacuumed this evening when I was done because I had fibers everywhere. And she's sleeping on the couch. My dogs are like, what is going on here? They haven't heard the vacuum in ages. So, little side story quick. A couple weeks ago, I don't remember if I told you all, I had to have my vacuum serviced. It wasn't really picking anything up. So I know I told this a little bit because if it was $30, my husband said, sure, go ahead and get it fixed. And he told me it was like 70 or something, but I was getting new belts, a new bag, getting the whole exhaust system cleaned out. I was getting a new beater brush, and basically I asked the man, is it worth it? Because he sells the same kind as what I have. I have an Auric. So he sells the newer ones. And if he didn't think it was worth it, he would try to sell me a new one. And he said, no, the outer casing of yours is in excellent condition. He said, so I can make this like brand new for you. It'd be $70. Maybe it was 80. I think it was 70 something. He said, but it will be like brand new. I'm like, okay, then yeah, just do it, because my vacuum was over $300. So yes, please do. And it's already lasted me 10-15 years. So he told me I'll get another at least 10 years out of this. So I'm really happy about that. But when I brought it home and started doing my big rug, so I don't use it very often because I have an area rug. The rest of the floor, the whole first floor, is wood or tile. So I forgot it was self-propelled. It like jerked me along. I totally forgot that this thing was self-propelled. Like, it's been that long since it's worked correctly. So anyway, that was really nice. So I was vacuuming, but Colleen was dead to the world. So last night, I'm like, oh, let me start looking, because Carla from Craft Out of K has been messaging me about how she's getting ready for next year, and like, I've got nothing done. But she doesn't say that. I do. And I'm like, she's like, I'm getting my planner all set up. And I'm like, I haven't even started. So I went on and I printed 2 WipGo pages, deciding if I want to do it next year. I'm waiting for the 3rd to see if she comes out with a new color like she did last year. I'm talking about Jessie Marie Does Stuff, who is in charge of the WipGo group. And then I printed those on my special paper. I didn't cut them. And then I was like, well, what other yearly challenges are out there that I can start either making lists, whatever. So I went into No New Starts. Don't ask. I like actually made myself a whole checklist of what needs done. Like, so the yearly event is you travel throughout the US, going from one LNS to another, local needle workshop. So that is not out yet because this event doesn't start till January 1st. But to start, you have to stitch out a certain amount of stitches to get your mode of travel. So I put those stitches in, like in my paper. And then when you're camping, you can do one of these items on the list up to 10. So I wrote all those down like as a checklist, just so that I have it in front of me and I don't have to go back when I'm there. And then I made this 2-sided. I didn't print it yet, but it's going to be 2-sided. And the other side is all of the items. So you can earn 23 items at these LNSs. You can win them. They're virtual, but the idea is try to collect them all. So I made a checklist. Like, when I get them, I will check them off until I get them all. Yeah, that's what I was doing at 2 in the morning. But what was funny is I was watching Athena, Stitching Goddess. And she was talking about her lists and starting the new year all right and all this. And I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh, Athena, if you only knew what I am doing right now. So I did message her. And she's like, oh, I love my list. Doesn't mean I use them, but I love them. I'm like, ugh, same here. But anyway, that's what I was doing. And I was watching, I can't remember, Alma's Little Wonders. That's where I fell asleep, right at her end, because I woke up. If you've never seen Alma with Alma's Little Wonders, she does a lot of full coverage. This year she has varied a little bit, but I've watched a lot of hers, and she does them in Spanish and then English. So she makes the same video twice. There is zero way, there is no way that I would make the same video twice, because I wouldn't remember a thing. I wouldn't remember a thing. She's amazing. She's absolutely fantastic. But So anyway, fell asleep right at the end because I knew by minutes that I was almost done with her. And then I woke up to her speaking in Spanish. I was like, oh, it must have autoplayed her next video. Oh, goodness gracious. That was time to turn off the TV. And then I started watching somebody else this morning, and then everybody got up, and I turned it off. Yeah. Owning our business has been intriguing. It's a lot of fun, and I've met a lot of fantastic people, but whew, not a lot of stitching is happening during those weeks, which I'm okay with, because, you know, it does support my stitching habit. So, my husband says it's paying for StitchCon and Steel City retreat. So I'm really good with that. I don't know if there's anything else new or anything else to tell you. And I guess if there is, let me tell you a little bit more. I have started going through all of my whips. I was going to do that at 2 in the morning too, and then I was like, nah, I'm going to turn off the light. I've been going through project by project, figuring out what needs Q-snaps, what needs scroll rods. I have an exciting announcement, and I meant to put this at the beginning. We got a contract to sell roller frame. How did I forget that? I am so excited because for my smaller projects, which I have one right here, I really like roller frames. They're nice and lightweight. I like the beast that this is, although I love these, you know, but I do always have to sew this in. For some reason, I'm never able to get my fabric to stay anymore. I don't know what I'm doing differently. But roller frames are nice, and you can get them tighter. So I really like these. Really, really like it. I did loosen it up a little because I should have loosened it a little more because of not working on it. So you're supposed to kind of unroll it a little so that it's not stressing your fabric. So there we go. I'll unstress it. I don't remember what this is. I know it. Oh, it's Snow White by Primitive Hair. And it's on, somebody did ask me, Old Salem Linen by Primitive Hair. So roller frame, if you want to know how to use one, Craft Addict K made a video at least a year ago. But the red is your top or bottom, it doesn't matter. Black is your, but this is so when you have them open, you know which end goes with which end. And again, sidebars. So it's really unique. It's a one-man job, so it doesn't mean I'll always get them too quickly. And then these are 18-inch, and that means 18 inches from here to here. So that's awesome to know. I will say, if your fabric is exactly 18 inches, you need to get the 19-inch frame. That I did learn. They're much more affordable than the Omnique. I will still use the Omnique for big projects. I think my limit's going to be like 25 inches. At 25 inches and above, that's what I'm going with my Omnique. Anything, because I love the tension on the Omnique. I've not tried a roller frame big. I mean, I guess I should, especially if we're going to sell them. But you can message me if you want details. But if you're part of the Fabric of the Month, I have a very special offer for you. And because, you know, we want to take care of our Fabric of the Month people. Well, we want to take care of all of our customers. But anyway, yeah, we want to start us off right. We do have to have a minimum order. So I won't invoice anybody for any of these until I get charged by roller frame, which means I have to collect a big enough order to send an order in. And I won't charge you until I've sent that order in. So if that takes us 6 weeks, you won't be charged for 6 weeks. I just want to let you know that. But anyway, I'm really excited because I do love roller frames. Anyway, that's just a thought for you all. So that, I mean, that was exciting news because I don't know if I told you all, I could not get a contract, whatever you want to say, with Omnique. They are with JT Stitching Corner in New York. So she is the sole person in the United States who can sell Omnique. And yes, I know there are 2 people in Canada, but apparently one service is this side of Canada and the other service is this side of Canada. So that's why that works. But according to the owner of JT Stitching Corner, I wouldn't want to sell them anyway. And the guy at Roller Frame is so nice. Like, he emailed me. It was good. It was good news, and I was really thrilled. So that was some really happy news that I got. Yeah, so anyway, I went to buy some more for myself. Now, you don't have to buy all the sidebars, because you can take you know what, I'll show you, because I can. Here's an impromptu demo, right? Oh, so you do have to take your wing nuts all the way off. So you'll get to see this. This is kind of cool. You're going to see the disassembly of a roller frame. Hi! Am I making a little noise here while you're slumbering? Look at that. It just comes right apart. These are 8 inches, which is not really my thing. I think mine is more, my sweet spot's around 10 inches. Omnique, I go with 15 to 20 centimeters. What in the world? I'm not getting this one off for some reason. Maybe I need to loosen, I don't know, tighten it and then loosen it. Ugh. You know, ow. Oh, I didn't pull evenly at both sides. Well, duh, that makes so much sense. I didn't mean to scream in your ears. I really apologize for that. Anyway, that was me just being dumb. So, these are, they're galvanized nails, so they will not rust, by the way. I was watching videos by him. So, you just roll your little rods up like that. You should do it a little bit more evenly than I did. And then you can store them in a bag. And then you can use these sidebars on something else. Just don't kill yourself getting them off. Well, these have only been used once, so they're not really broken into yet. And of course, I'm still a little new to them because I only have 2 or 3 sets. I have a couple bars. And if you have old ones that you say they rusted on you, I found out why. He bought this. I forget his name, but that's why I keep saying he. He bought the business from somebody else, and he switched to galvanized nails so that rusting does not happen. So Q-snaps. I can get Q-snaps for you at a good deal too. Because I have a contract with Yarn Tree, who creates Q-snaps, who sells them. The real ones, not the Hobby Lobby and Michael's off-brand ones. So I'm getting Q-snaps and scroll rods, both Omnique and roller frame, but I have to decide. I gotta decide how many scroll rod bags, and I have a friend who's making project bags for me. So I actually spent a lot of time this week. It's kind of embarrassing. I sent her 25 pounds of fabric. I hope she didn't kill me. There's some in there for Colleen though. So I told her she can make what she wants. So we'll leave it at that. But some of my fabrics, I didn't have things that exactly matched. I thought it matched, and when I pulled it out, I'm like, ugh, this does not go with this. So some things I was able to swap around, and then others, I actually went to Joann's. They had their fabric on sale this week, so I went to Joann Fabric and matched some more of them up, which unfortunately gave her more to do. And Colleen wasn't with me, so she said maybe she can send more fabric next week, because next week Hobby Lobby has fabric on sale, and she already knows some of what she wants to buy. So there is that. Yeah, so yeah, I've been busy with like a lot of stitching related things, because everything I do is all about stitching, right? Yeah, I don't, if I do have anything else that I think is pressing or that you need to know, we'll either wait for next week, or maybe I'll talk about it in our Stitch With Me Zoom. I have to set up our Zoom. I will do that tonight. I will get the invitations out because I'm thinking about it right now. I'm looking forward to it. We have a good amount of people, and I love that people feel that they can come and go. Some people go eat dinner, come back. Some people just say goodbye and we'll see you next week. Some people get on later. I don't care. It's fun, and it's neat just seeing all the different people coming and going. So I love it. It's kind of like our little community of Grace Notes people, and it's very exciting. It's a way for me to know you all. So I love that. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and happy stitching.